So what is going on, young world out there? This is Clutch EXE in the building, and we are running another episode of D3, doing this daily. And this is the show where I'm gonna be going through my daily routine, talking about what it's like playing FFBE for me this week, kind of like the what I've been going through, kind of the content that I've been able to do this week, and like my plans for next week and going on. So firstly, I want to talk about the new units that had come out just yesterday. I had done a review, so look out for that review coming out like either tonight or tomorrow. But I had done a review on them. They are two very, very good units. I think that, like, in terms of worthwhile banners, this has been one of the better banners that we've gotten in a long time, with like just in terms of both units being prizes and not feeling like, oh, you know, I really want one unit, but I really don't want the other unit. So like that feeling is nice. So at first I wasn't gonna pull based on what I had saw, but after I had seen like the videos come out and everything get put on the table about these two characters, I ended up pulling, and I ended up pulling more than I thought. I spent like maybe $60. Pulling on these characters, so that didn't feel like 100% good, but I got what I wanted for the most part. Have no complaints, you know. It's just money, whatever. I did it because I wanted to, and no one put a gun to my head, so I ended up spending some, and I got two Emperor Fu, and I got one of Quan. I don't want to call her Quan Chi, but that's not right. It's Xuan Wu and Qing Long. I got one of them. I have one more step to go, and then I'll have like enough for enough of like the coins to get the last. I can't remember what it's called. I'll have enough coins to get the prism, and then after the prism, I'll be able to get Xuan Wu 7-star. So I'm not really like in a rush to get any more lapis. My new plan is to just chill, try to gain lapis like naturally. I did get that bundle, the lapis bundle from the other day, which gives you 250 lapis every day. So hopefully I can get 5k lapis by the end of, like, I think it's like the 4th of February. Yeah, I think it's like the 4th of February. So hopefully I can get all the lapis I need by then, and then if not, I'll have to like just bump up a little bit of lapis, like maybe 500 lapis or something like that, so that I can get the last 5k needed, so I can do this pull. And the best bet that I could get, is maybe like one on like the pull itself. I'd like to see two guaranteed, or 2 units. It doesn't matter which 2 it is. Either it be 2 Xuan Wu, then I'll use my prism to get their STMR. If it's 2 Emperor Fu, then I just use the prism to get the 7-star Xuan Wu, and then I'll have their STMR. And if it's one of each, then I can just use the prism to get Emperor Fu's STMR, which is good. I think his STMR is good for him, at least. Hopefully I can get 2 of them, and then I'll use their STMR. I think that using them would be better long term, but I don't know. I am still really curious about the new units coming out, because they haven't talked to us at all about what those units are going to offer, like in terms of their enhancements and with their what's it called, their latent abilities. You know, I'm not, if you know, but I'm not really the biggest fan of latent abilities right now. They're trying to stun my boy Cecil, Darknet DKC, but I think that if they do it properly, it could be cool. And like I think that the enhancements for Baihu Zukui are gonna be should be really interesting, considering the type of character that they are. So if you don't know, they're like a true double hand spirit attacker. From what I remember last year, their damage output was insanely weak. Insanely weak, and a lot of people like not. I want to say less than like in terms of the Chinese New Year numbers compared to in the past when with Yun and Aang and Chao, and then Baihu and Zukui. That was definitely Baihu, Zukui, and Qin was weak too when they came out, and Qin, especially because Elifim had already come out with her enhancements in Japanese at the time, so we had already seen what like that type of bard could look like, buffing and debuffing at the same time. Qin was just so weak in comparison to Elifim that nobody wanted to pull on that banner. So this banner is actually like the complete opposite. This banner right here is the complete opposite of the banner that we got last year, where it was just like Qin, or not, yeah, it was Qin and Baihu and Zukui. Qin didn't really do buffing and debuffing really good. Baihu and Zukui didn't do damage really good. They had like a whole weird thing. Their STMR was kind of random. It was just like their whole everything about last year Chinese New Year was like a mess. Everything about it was a mess. I remember the best thing that came out of it for me was pulling on the Chinese New Year banner, because I loved Aang. Pulling on the Chinese New Year banner for Aang and getting him and getting like Yun and getting like Chao. So like the best thing that's coming about it for this year for me is like the fact that this banner is like opposite of that, and then we have the chance to like get enhancements, latent abilities on so many of these units that came out from last year, and then we've seen in the past like enhancement latent abilities take a character to the other level. So in terms of what I'd like to see, I'd love to see like something like Qin, and something like the Qin has this mechanic where when he starts singing, it kind of like stops him from doing other actions. So hopefully I don't think if that's gonna be his like gimmick, then they need to improve what his singing does, because like if you can't do anything else, it needs to like be amazing. So I would like to see something like, if he's not, while he's singing, hopefully it'll like protect you from like stop, protect you from charm, protect you from like magic cure breaks, something like that, something like supporty. Or if he's going to be singing and it's going to do debuffs, then it needs to be like every turn needs to be a 70% debuff that goes up. It needs to go like 70, 75, 80 for 2 turns, something like that, you know, if that's the way his kit's going to work. So that's what I'd like to see in terms of like Qin. I don't know how much else they could buff Qin without making him overpowered, because like you could tell by looking at his kit that they really didn't want to give out the stuff for free. They didn't want it to make it easy, you know. And like I think in terms of this banner coming up, ooh, don't send me back all the way to the homepage. Oh my god. And then it's gonna be, you're blocked, relog in. I'm glad I do this, because now you guys get to see the process of FFBE loading, you know. You guys probably already know all about this. This is the perfect time to show it to you guys. Here's Qin's abilities. It's Qin's abilities here. So yeah, I'd like to see these moves just get some type of boost. Enables these skills. These skills are all magic skills and gives them non-elemental. If you make them like, if it enables these skills in like a physical version, that would be cool, just so you can get elements out of them, or if they enabled them with an element, that would be cool. But I think the move, it's not really important, to me. This decrease all element stuff, it's cool, but I'd love, like, in terms of decreasing all elements after this turn here should be 100%. In terms of enhancements, I after AutoCast, if I'm doing this for 3 turns, I need to see like 120%. This, I like to see the LB gauge. This stuff is good. Let's see. This thing is decent. I still need this to be like 80% after 3 turns. Just something amazing to make it worth doing. You know, like after 3 turns it goes to 45%. Yuck, gross. This one, increased defense. See, this one is really good. This one is really good. After 3 turns, 200%. But it just needs to ramp up quicker, I think. I think it needs to be like on turn 2, 200%, and then on like turn 3, I wouldn't want it to get that far past 200% to make it OP. But I mean, make it OP. Make it OP. Why not? Like, you want people to pull for these limited time units, so make it OP. Give them a reason to pull for it. Give them 250% buffs. See, this is the skill here that I really like too. Mitigate damage. This one's gonna get buffed for sure. This one's gonna get buffed for sure. I think that what they should do is just kind of make it so they can sing 2 songs at once, or make it so that he's not singing for so long, or make his songs do. No, I think he should be able to sing 2 songs at once. Play 2 instruments, you know, dual wield those songs. But I definitely think that, like, I don't know. Well, not I don't know. I know that his kit is strong. It just not optimal. So you just need to optimize, make his kit easier to use for everybody. Like, even if it's, well, no, just make his kit easier to use. And I think more people would want to pull for him. I want Kin. I want Kin as long as his kit gets buffed. If his kit doesn't get buffed, I don't want him. So yeah, the game is loaded back up. Going back to the arena. Good. Guy's not there anymore. Ooh. I like this guy's team. You know, going into the arena, the main reason why I even do arena, like, I don't like arena at all. But the main reason I like doing arena is because I like seeing the kind of teams that people come up with, just like with their favorite characters, to pull. You can tell that this guy put in all of his favorite characters. The 11, Levinson, like, those are 2 characters this guy must love. Jade, ugh. I think Jade is beautiful. I would have pulled for Jade if I had the Lapis at the time. That was one of my biggest regrets, because I think that for me, I'm just kind of done with pulling for meta units like Madame Edel. I'm not pulling for her at all. I don't have any plans to pull for her. I know she's gonna be good and everything, but I don't like the way she looks, and there are going to be other units that come out after her that deal just as much damage as her, so there's no point in me trying to rush to get on her, to get her to her level, when every second there's like a new way. The only meta I really look at is the tank meta, the healer meta. The healer meta is important because sometimes, like, if you look at the current state of JP, they've added like a new status, so you have to have like a healer who can function in that status. So outside of those times, I'm not really looking at the healer meta. I feel like I'm decent for healers now. Well, I know I'm decent for healers now. And then the tank meta I recently got. So what I did was I had Sigurd. I looked at all their kits. I really wanted Galuf, but Galuf and Sigurd are really similar. So what I did was I waited for Awakened Warrior of Light. And then so now my plan is to just use, and I recommend this too, if you have Awakened Warrior of Light, don't get rid of your Sigurd. Use them both in conjunction. Sigurd is good enough to do all the content in the game, and maybe you're going to want to use him in comparison to Warrior of Light, because Sigurd has more easy access of mitigation. So you have to really ask yourself what you want in the fight. Because Warrior of Light cannot provide you mitigation without providing you cover. So if you need physical cover and mitigation, Warrior of Light might be the way to go. But if you just need like provoke, Warrior of Light is like a good way there, and then you could get your mitigation. What I do with Warrior of Light a lot of the time is I get my mitigation from Ignis. So you really have to like mix and match there. But I think if having both Sigurd and Ignis makes it pretty future-proof going on, because a lot of people talk about units like Alphonse. Alphonse was like, I really liked in the beginning, but the more I look at Alphonse, the more like less I like him in comparison to Sigurd or like Awakened War AWOL. And then Galuf I still think is like a beast. Ooh, got one ticket. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that ticket. That's a lie. You know what I'm gonna do with that ticket. And let's see, what's the last thing you want to do here? My recommendation, if it says share social media message, you go over here, you hit share, you hit Twitter, anything you want, you go back, delete. Boom, you're all done. You don't have to send out anything. You can if you want. It's your jurisdiction. And then that is this daily today. So doing this daily should take you about I'd say 15 to 20 minutes. Make sure to enjoy all the Final Fantasy Brave Exvius you can while you playing. Definitely has been like a decent enough game for me recently where I'm enjoying myself still. Don't really have too much complaints. Don't have too much complaints. I'm enjoying every day, and just try not to take the game too seriously. In terms of content you can do, the bomb just came out. And then there was, from a couple of weeks ago, the free party trials. I have been busy with school and stuff, so I actually haven't had time to check those out. But I really want to check out the bomb trial. I'm probably gonna do that later today. And then I'm going to be looking into doing the lightning tyrant this weekend. So thank you all again for watching this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you are pulling for the new units. Let me know what you think about them, and like the video at the bottom. Thank you very much. Clutch EXE out.